Hello everybody, this is Baztopia back again with another episode of Banished. We are on episode 14. I believe I actually said we was on episode 12 last time, but that was a mistake. That was episode 13. And in this episode, we are going to see if we can't get some students in the school that we built in the last episode. And we're going to see what we can't do about our trader and getting some more items in here for him to actually trade. I've been chatting back and forth with somebody on Reddit, and they had an interesting situation come up where if they put in a shore house, which we have right here, where they're saying that if they just dig sand or clay and don't use it for anything and just send it to the trader, that all the vendors or most of the vendors are actually taking that sand or clay as a form of payment, which would make the shore house really overpowered, because if they're taking sand and clay for literally anything, then that's an extremely easy way to get the material and just stockpile it inside your trading post to the max limits, and you could pretty much buy anything. It's not something I'm planning on doing like as a mainstream thing. But I am going to go ahead and put in another shore house. I don't want to get rid of the one I'm using from a food standpoint, just because I think our food's still a little iffy right now. But I want to get another shore house in and see if we can't try out this theory and see if it actually works. And if it does work, we're probably not going to stick with it because it seems a little cheaty to me. But we're going to take a look at that and see how that goes. I'm going to unpause the game. We're on 5 times speed. And we are going to go ahead and build our shore house. If I can remember where the thing is located. I always get confused on whether it's located in the tidal pole, and here it is. Can't ever think if it's food or if it's one of the material ones because it produces both. I don't want to really put it there next to the duck blind. I don't care for that idea. I'm considering putting in a bridge and building it right over here. We do need to expand over to here anyways at some point, so that might be a really good idea. Nah, I think for now I'm just going to put it right here. We may destroy this later anyways. I'll put it there. We'll get that building. We have plenty of builders and laborers. They're not really doing a whole lot right now. Oh, we have a student. And we have another student. That's good. Okay, good. Our schoolhouse is going to function. Not that I had any doubts that it would function, but, you know, it's just one of those things. You sometimes install a building and nothing happens with it. Let's see, how are we doing on homes here? 34 homes, 37 families. That's something we're going to need to correct. But since we're building another building down here, I'm going to make sure and put another home down here. And we probably need another one anyways, just for the trader. I'm not sure if I've showed this tool or not, but this tool right here, Paths, will show you the paths people are taking to get from place to place. Sometimes it's really useful, sometimes it's not extremely useful, but we're going to take a look at that. So we can see our children, for instance, are coming here, or our teacher probably. I think it's the teacher, not the children. And our traders are apparently living in these areas. And we do have 2 traders assigned, so yeah. Let's see. We're getting this guy built. Taking logs over. We're out of logs. Glad I noticed that now and not later. We're going to come down here. I'll grab these logs. I am going to go ahead, I think, and build a bridge, too. Just because we really want to get to these resources, and I don't want to impact our hunting grounds and our forest grounds over here. So let's try to get us a bridge going across here. I want to try to build it someplace where it's not going to impact all the flat land around me. So maybe on this side of the bridge, our trader. Let's see. You can build a drawbridge, but keep in mind this isn't animated. So if you put in a drawbridge, it's just for looks. Unfortunately, that's not something they can do. I could put in a stone bridge, could put in a stone and wood bridge. That might look okay. They just got regular old wooden bridges. Let's go with a stone and wood bridge. We'll see what this looks like. We can always remove it later. We don't like the looks of it. I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. We'll put it in right there. Sorry guys, I gave it a couple days before I recorded another episode, but I'm still got a little bit of a sore throat and stuff, so hopefully that's not coming through too much, but if it is, I'm sorry. He has maple seeds, and one thing when it comes to seeds that I always like to do is go to my town hall and check my trade items tab. Early game, you know, you can generally remember what you have, but since I don't really remember, I like to come in and check. That said, I don't know that I'm actually going to buy maple seeds. That would be for syrup production, which is cool. I mean, it's a good way to get some sugar and things like that, but that's kind of advanced for where we're at. And I'm just not sure that we really need to. Let's see, how much do we have in that? We have 12 jade statues with 26 wooden statues now. I'd almost kind of forgotten about those statues. And I still haven't looked to see if there's any kind of production information about how much wood it takes to make a statue versus the cost involved. And it's something I really do need to do. And since the guys from Black Liquid, the Colonial Charter guys, have been so responsive on Reddit, I think I may go ahead and post that question and just ask. I did look at their wiki a little bit one day, and I saw the production chains, but that was about it. I didn't really see much else there. Let's see. We are going to, if we wanted to buy this, we might go ahead and buy this just for the simple fact we do actually have the ability to do it. See, would it be? It's gonna be more than 50, but one more. Boom. That's not so bad. I mean, we're gonna continue producing statues anyways. The downside to this is if we get another trader right away who has something really cool, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. We can continue to produce this stuff. Let's see, what else does he have? What can we get from him? Let's see. Tomatoes? We could get some tomatoes. Cotton. We need cotton. Cotton we can use to make our own clothes, and we can also use it to sell stuff and to sell. There we go, cotton. Just once. Oh boy. And that'll give us the ability to make some clothes, and also I think we'll stick with let's go with clay, because if we decide we want to make bricks, we'll need clay, so we'll go with clay. What was I saying? Losing my train of thought, guys. Making our own clothes with cotton. So we can make cloth with cotton, we can make clothes with cloth, and we can use both to sell at the trader in order to buy food. So as far as farm production goes, I think that might be the smarter route to go in this. I mean, once you get a larger town, actual like food production in farms is good, but early on it's not the most efficient way to handle things. And why don't we have any oh, we built a forester up here, didn't we? Or did we? Did we build a forest? Yep, we did. And this is what I'm talking about. See how it automatically moved all my people up there? Yeah, we don't want that to happen. But when I lowered it down, it split them back up again. So, and let's see. I'm actually thinking I'm going to try to make episodes a little bit shorter. I've been thinking that the editing process would cut down on the size of these to make them closer to, 16 minutes or so. But I'm not sure that the editing is going to be enough to get that down, so I may try to keep these a little bit shorter. If you guys like shorter episodes, let me know. If you don't like shorter episodes, you'd rather see longer episodes, let me know that too. Shorter episodes make it easier for rendering the videos and getting them up onto YouTube. And Like I said, I like to do double wide things here on the roads. It's just roads stand out a little bit better. Let's see, is he producing sand? Or clay. He is producing clay, so here's what I'm gonna do. And this will also help our dry goods and materials, whichever it's storing it as. It'll keep the number down if we're putting it into the trading post. Even if we never use it from the trading post, we can always dump it out of the trading post. In fact, there's a building now, I think I've pointed to it once before, where you can actually do this as a point of design. You can actually build a building that just stores this stuff massively, and my understanding is it won't impact your production, and you can dump it out later. I don't see where clay's showing up. There it goes. See, just like remember that trick. You click here, even if you don't change it, it'll refresh the list. I'm not sure why you have to do that, but that seems to be the case. And I'm going to go ahead and just say, let's store 1,000 clay. And I'm pretty sure clay will sell at 1-to-1. Yep. So, like I said, if this is the case, then that's problematic, and I kind of agree with the person on Reddit that I've been chatting with, which I cannot remember his name. Let me see. And his name is, I'm going to pronounce this way wrong, Maida Akihiko. I'm sorry if he's watching, and he or she is watching, and I've totally butchered that name. But you can find it. The title of the Reddit thread is CC Shorehouse. You can get that on Reddit as of today is February 1st, so it should be appearing near the top if you're viewing this video, even in the next few days, since the Banished thread doesn't seem to get a ton of traffic. But that's where the discussion's been going on, and if he's right, then this is way overpowered. Because you can just sit there and produce sand all day long. You can set up tons of shore houses to get this done, and that's just not fun. So like I said, I don't want to actually do this as a matter of course, but I want to test it out, and I thought it'd be good to test it out in this video series. So we'll let them go. We got students now, and you see we got 12 students. We're going to probably need another schoolhouse before too long, because if you look up here, if you don't know, here's where your citizens are. And if you see like 65, that's not the number of people you have. 65 is the number of adults you have. You have 12 students, and you have 28 children. These numbers are all exclusive. You have to add all three of them up to get a total of how many citizens you have in your town. You can see 36 family, but see, we have 105. So if you total these numbers up, they should come up to 105. I'm not going to math today. Oh, we just lost somebody. Died during childbirth. Oh no, Caden. Oh, that sucks. Of course, the other day I saw somebody say that one of their miners died. He was it was either a stone cutter or a stone worker, but he died of having a rock thrown on him, or a stone fall on him, and his name was Rock. So, okay, this is the seed guy back, and you can see, I know this is a seed guy because cotton seeds don't normally cost 5,000. I'm almost positive. I'm pretty sure they cost the same as all the other seeds, which is 3,000. So, when you order something, it's more expensive. Something to keep in mind. Now, the question is do we have enough stuff to actually buy these cotton seeds? And if not, we're just going to leave the trader sit here for a while because I want the cotton seeds. And it's more important to me to get those than it is to get some other trader with chickens or something. Although I really want my chickens too. If you haven't figured out yet, I like chickens. Let's see here. And he is going to accept clay. So it's interesting. Now, one of my arguments on the Reddit thread was that clay's actually not that big of a deal to trade away, in my opinion. Reason being is clay has actually been used for trading purposes in the past. Ooh, we need stone. The Mayans, for instance, they would use a clay. I'm not going to even try to pronounce it. You can see it in that Reddit thread I was discussing a minute ago. There's a type of clay that they used to make their Maya blue dye. It was mixed with indigo and this clay. That clay didn't exist anywhere near the Mayans. All research has shown that they've gotten it from somewhere else. So they were either trading for it, or they were going to great lengths outside of their area to collect it. The southeastern United States area, there's a lot of that clay, and so they may have been getting it from there. So they may very well have been hauling it in boats across the Gulf to get their clay. That's a possibility. And if that's the case, then clay's not necessarily wrong to have here. That said, I think it's still overpowered, and I kind of think that what they should do is either not have traders accept that material, and maybe introduce some way to convert clay and sand into little trinkets or something that can be sold instead. Something that takes just a little bit of work to make. I think something like that would work okay. I could add another person in there, but I don't really want to do that. Drop that down. Let's see, do we have enough to get this? I believe the answer is going to be no. Well, actually, no, the answer is going to be yes, because we have a ton of candles. Which is that? Well, maybe the answer is no. Except I don't want to math today. Yeah, we're not going to have enough. We're going to be darn close. Got about half of what we need. We got some more statues. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to collapse this trader up. We're just going to let him sit there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pump this up. Anything else we can make it out of? No, not right now, really. We're too low on this other stuff. Okay, good. We got our bridge. Oops. Oh, autosave. I'm going to bring a road from there to there. I'm also going to bring one down here. I want it to be kind of jagged like that. I'm okay with that. Give me something like that. And I think I'll go ahead and double it down here. Alright, let's see. Homes. Actually, we have more homes than we have families now. Oh, we've had people dying of some old age. Our town's getting a little bit old. We've existed for 19 years. Let's see, so we're not doing too bad here. Let's see, guys taking stuff in wheelbarrows over here to our trader. That's good. You know what we need? We need a stockpile. And we need a stockpile for wood. Yeah, wood. Let's see. Guess I don't have any roads running up to there. Got running to... I think that'll work. And I may put another wood chopper or something over in this area. Probably put me some sort of well, we got the marketplace right here, so they should be able to come over here and grab the wood. I wonder. Could put a water wheel sawmill right there. What do you think? Think we should put one there? I'm not gonna do it just yet. If you got any opinions on it, let me know in the comments. We might do that. We'll hold off until the next episode, though. Alright, let's see. Do we have enough for the trader yet? We are still shy. Uh-oh. We are running low on tools. Oh, we are out of iron tools. We do still have iron ore, so that's good. So that just means we just need to turn these guys back on. And because workers than not having them, so. And unfortunately, I don't think there's any way to actually find this person. It'd be kind of nice if I could click on it and go directly to them, but so I'd like to know if they're an educated worker or not. How are we doing on fish over here? Yeah, we're doing okay on fish. Look at our food. Our food reserves are way down again. But anyways, I do believe that is going to do it for episode 14, guys. I am going to say that the next episode, we've got to work on this tool situation. We got a food situation that's starting to look like it's happening again. We do not want to be dealing with starvation since we have a school in. So that's something we're going to have to take a look at. Let's see. We still have people at both of our shore houses, so we're still collecting turtles. That's good. And yeah. So if you like what you're seeing, click that like button. If you don't like what you're seeing, click the dislike button, but let me know in the comments why. And if you do like what you're seeing, please think about clicking that subscribe button. And I hope to see you next time for another episode of Banished.